I'm Amos from Moog Music, and we're here in Anaheim, California at the NAMM Show 2013, and I'm showing our new Moog Phatty analog mono synthesizer. And you can see it here. It's a gorgeous piece of kit, and it is a member of the Phatty family, but it also brings its own new sound to the vocabulary of Moog Music. So I'll show you some of the features, and we'll go through a few of the sounds as best we can hear them here on the trade floor. We can probably pick that up all right. All right, so to begin with, this is a 2-oscillator synthesizer, which really gives you a lot of extra sonic flexibility versus a single oscillator or even a single oscillator and a sub. In total, our sound sources are 2 full-range analog oscillators from the bass down to the very high frequencies, a sub-oscillator, which is a square wave, an octave below oscillator 1, and an analog noise source that's been specially voiced to be very rich and characterful and full of body. Additionally, there's an audio input, external input, so that you can use the filter and the multi-drive section, which I'll talk about more in a moment. You can use those to process any sound in your studio. Digital, synths, plugins, effects, anything you like, you can run through this and use it as an effects processor as well as a synth. So let's talk about the multi-drive circuit a little bit. This is a new feature from Moog. It's similar to the overload circuit found on the little Phatty, but it introduces a couple of new circuits. So what we have here is the mixer is voiced very similar to the Model D Mini Moog, such that you have a lot of gain. You can start out with a very clean sound, and I'll just turn down several of these other sound sources. You know, it's really hard to hear here at the trade show. All right, I have it. That's a sound that we can hear, and at any rate, it's very clean. You can turn up the mixer there and get some more saturation. You can turn up the multi-drive, and now we can really hear it. I'll add in some sub-oscillator, and that's very much in the classic realm of Moog sound, classic sort of funk noise, but you can really make this thing scream. And that's a very new sound for Moog to have in their arsenal. So, of course, it has a modulation section as well. I'll briefly discuss the LFO, which on the panel goes from 0.1 Hertz to 100 Hertz. There are a number of under-the-hood features here. The full range of the LFO is 0.01 Hertz to 1 kilohertz. So you can get full audio rate modulation, which further expands the sound palette that you have available. Modulation sources are 5 different LFO waveforms, including sample and hold, and also the filter envelope, and you can route that continuously variable to the pitch, the filter, and the waveform. You have separate controls for each of those. It's worth pointing out that a real advantage of an analog synth with a fully knobby interface such as this is that rather than relying on the same preset packs as any other producer out there, you have immediate hands-on control of your sound and can dial in something totally unique to yourself just following your own ears. And that's an immediate way to stand out from the pack and really deliver your own sonic fingerprint to your productions. So, Phatty synthesizer, new from Moog Music 2013, modestly priced and available starting in March. Thank you very much.